Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kia Simone, and listen, between the internet streets and this week's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, there's a lot to talk about, and child, I ain't had time to pull me in a ponytail, so let me just get down here and get this off my chest. Y'all was getting all of the Pippi Longstocking today. Destiny got some stuff going on, and we'll talk about that. Candy has gotten Keith Lee in the worst way, and then Love and Marriage Huntsville still going on, so yeah, let's get into all that. Of course, before we get into it, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you've not already. Of course, I gotta shout out my super thanksters. Thank you so much to LL, Tanya Fuller, Just Brina, Yvette Greer, Educate Your Mind. See, I said it right this time since you spelled it out for me. And I haven't gotten a chance to get in the comments and respond to y'all over the last couple of videos, but I do see y'all's comments. Some of y'all have left some really sweet comments. Y'all make my whole day sometimes and y'all don't even know it. So thank y'all for all the love and support, and even the haters too. I love y'all too. Now let's get into this mess. I would like to start with discussing the Candy situation, not because Keith Lee has single-handedly dragged her ass, but I would just like to address it to say I told y'all. For the ones of y'all, when I was reviewing that damn show, that was all in my comments, and you be hating and Candy be getting to a bag, and you just mad. So is Keith Lee mad? So is Keith Lee just jealous and mad that she's getting to a bag when that man couldn't get him a bag of food? Is that what's going on? Now, for those of y'all who don't have a damn clue what I'm talking about, since I just jumped straight off the porch with that, what had happened was Keith Lee, who is a food reviewer or food critic who's pretty much TikTok famous and has the ability to change people's entire lives with one review of their restaurant, went to Atlanta, and it was quite the damn adventure. His plan apparently was to tour restaurants in Atlanta, and the man ended up in Cloud City. He said this has been quite the unique experience. All he wanted was some damn food, and he ran into more rules and bullshit than he's ever seen in his life. Now, he done dragged to one restaurant, that Real Milk and Honey place, and they so damn ignorant. They got on the internet, who's Keith Lee? The man that's about to change your damn life. Their manager and people comments calling the man autistic and shit. If you don't give a damn about life, just say that. Because what would possess you to get on the internet and respond to your failure to provide service with attacking this man who was actually really gracious in his review of the experience of this restaurant? Now, apparently him choosing that restaurant and exposing this whole experience is the work of the Lord, because he just happened to pick that damn restaurant. They just happened to already be notorious. But Old Lady Gang is a different damn story. This man said he was at the music fest that was going on in Atlanta. One of Candy's people ran him down and said, "We've been DMing and emailing you all weekend. We're trying to get you to Old Lady Gang before you leave Atlanta." He said, "Oh, I can get that in my schedule. I'll stop by." Y'all asked this man to come down there. Child, a man gets down there and it's the same bullshit that we done seen on that damn TV show. And when I said it was bad business then, they told me I was hating. But not a man who got 14 some odd million followers done gone down there trying to get him a plate and told y'all there's some bad business bullshit going on down here. Now, because Keith Lee does have 14 some odd million followers, he has a whole system to how he orders his food and keeps his anonymity so that they don't know it's him. Well, he started out trying to call in an order. He said he called the people 3 times on the phone number that's listed on Yelp and didn't get a damn answer. I wasn't a dope house. He said they went on DoorDash to try to order food, and it said it was temporarily closed. So they finally just drive on down there. The family goes inside and asks to do a takeout order. The people said, "We don't do takeout on the weekend." I say the what? So his family said, "Well, I guess we'll take a table and sit down in here and eat." How long is the wait? An hour to an hour and a half. Well, so his family goes outside to tell him it's going to be about an hour and a half. They told us that they would let us know when the table is ready, but they didn't take our name, our phone number. I don't know if they're going to come looking for us. I don't know. I guess something in his spirit told him this is utter bullshit, and he decided to go show his damn face. Well, as soon as he walk in there, they can perform miracles. They can turn water into wine and get a table ready in 5 minutes. He said, "Could you please tell me how? Y'all just told my family that it was going to be an hour to an hour and a half. I walk in here and all of a sudden we in the Matrix and it's 5 minutes." The girl told him, Well, that's because there is no wait list. It's just first come, first served. What the fuck? So they really trying to get him a table together. And he said, well, you know what? On second thought, thank you so much. You're so very kind, but we're going to go eat somewhere else. I'd have slid down the wall. They found this man at a music fest and begged him to come down to this restaurant just to publicly embarrass y'all like this. If you got a shame kink, just say that, because what the hell is this? I'm pretty sure this man's reviews have a wider reach than Real Housewives of Atlanta or that damn old lady gang show. Why would you beg him to come down here and do worse to you than you've done to your damn self? That old lady gang show was already a disaster. The damn headlines don't help. The only reason Bravo is bringing it back is because of the headlines, and it's a damn disaster. But that's just the backstory as to why I'm here to tell y'all I told y'all asses. Now, normally I keep my I told you so's in my back pocket, but today I said I'm slamming it on the table like dominoes. I told y'all. And y'all was talking to me. One thing I know is business management and customer service, and I can spot bad business and bad service a mile away. When your priority is capitalizing on your celebrity, it's evident. And apparently these restaurants are selling proximity to celebrity more than they selling damn food. Or these are a bunch of damn laundering operations. I don't know what in the Ghost and Tommy these people got going on. I just came down here to say I told y'all. But anyway, moving on to Destiny. So Destiny Payton from Love and Marriage Huntsville was all over the internet this weekend because apparently LeBaric has filed charges against her for some levels of fraud and forgery for having signed his name to a utility contract. Now, honestly, I have more questions than answers, but I saw a lot of conversation and commentary, and I wanted to speak to the larger conversation that I saw being had of LeBaric's duty to provide, whether his failure to meet that duty has any cause or contribution to where Destiny finds herself today, and whether LeBaric is wrong for filing charges against Destiny, being that she is the mother of his child. Now, y'all know I've been rooting for Destiny. I'm always rooting for the underdog. I want to see her win. But some of the conversations that I've seen around this issue kind of left me on, I haven't done any Matlock level investigations, so I'm not sure exactly what this utility contract is. I don't know if it was something for their home, for her business, for her home. I don't know if it originated during the marriage, after the marriage. All I know is that there's an accusation that she signed his name to a utility contract that he had nothing to do with. And apparently there was some unpaid balance from this contract that ended up showing up on his credit, which is why he ended up showing up at the courthouse. That's the idea. Now, I've seen some people saying, well, you know, Destiny is the mother of his child and she was just trying to provide for their child. I see other people saying, look, they had a court-ordered agreement. He's met the terms of that agreement. The rest is on her. And then I see other people saying, I don't give a damn about no terms or agreements. This shit is illegal, period. Here's my thing. First of all, I understand financial hardship, difficulty, struggle, whatever the hell you want to call it, and whatever language you want to say it, I understand it. So on one hand, I get her being a single mother that needs support. But on the other hand, I also understand what it is to be put in a position of financial hardship, difficulty, struggle by way of financial betrayal. Now, before I get into it and just full of razzle dazzle, let me throw it out there that I don't like LeBaric, okay? I don't see it for LeBaric. I've never seen it for LeBaric. He ain't my cup of damn tea. I didn't think they should have ever got married in the first place. From the first time I saw them on Love and Marriage Huntsville, I thought they were a match made in hell. He wanted to marry her, but didn't want to pay for her to move to Huntsville. He seemed like he wanted to call it completely off when she didn't want to take his last name. I thought it was a complete shit show. I thought the writing was on the wall and they just couldn't read. Now, having said all that, while I understand financial hardship, while I don't see it for LeBaric, I think he is a USDA certified jerk. None of that makes it okay to take his name after the marriage. Now, I don't know the nature of their issue. I don't know if this is a contract that came about during the marriage. I don't know if he agreed to it originally and now he's saying because it's not paid and it's a debt, he ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't know if she actually just picked up a pen and signed his name. I don't know what happened. What I saw was a lot of conversation around, well, I mean, why wouldn't he just pay it? Or why would he do that to the mother of his child? And I'm trying to understand when, where, how, and why would that justify using a person's name, credit, identity? How? While on one hand, I get it. If there is any other avenue, method, or opportunity for resolution, please exhaust all of those avenues before you throw them in the paddy wagon and carry them off to the jail. But the flip side is it begs the question of where do you draw the line? Personally, I don't think it's fair to say that because we share a child and we used to be married to each other, that my credit should just be a blank canvas that you can draw on whenever you're ready. If he did not give his permission and she put something in his name, does her having his child and using his identity make her any different from a random person on the internet? Yes, Destiny is the mother of his child, and yes, LeBaric should be flexible and supportive in terms of helping her meet the needs of the child, especially if he knows that she's struggling with that. Because ultimately, if she's struggling financially and she's in a place of disarray, it's going to impact the child. But there's also a flip side to it. His interests and concerns. Now, I don't know how true this is because like I told y'all, I did no bunch of research. I don't know what's going on in these people's lives. I don't know where they work for real. I don't know, and I don't give a damn. I normally mind my own business. I just happen to be in the internet streets minding other damn people business. I mean, I couldn't act like I didn't see this shit. I just did a review on the Girl Damn podcast, and then I called the thing Outcasts and Outlaws, child. I didn't know. Anyway, from what I've heard just in passing through these internet streets is I believe LeBaric works for Boeing or some other company where he holds a position that requires some level of security clearance. When you have a job that requires a security clearance, you cannot be out here catching charges on your rap sheet or your credit report. And typically those clearances come up for review and renewal every so many years. So let's say his clearance came up for renewal and they got to do these background checks and credit checks and they find out that you have some debt on your credit. If you are trying to keep your clearance, the one option you got is to get this off your credit. Otherwise, the risk you run is getting dragged off your job. And the only two ways to get it off of his credit are going to be to pay it off or to say, I didn't create this debt, and it has to be reported as fraud. Now, on one hand, yes, he could say, you know what? This is the mother of my child, and we fell apart while she was chasing her dream, and I know she needs some help. He could take that gracious approach, but he's also demonstrated that he ain't that kind of person. This is the same person that did not want to pay for you to relocate to actually marry him. So why, in God's name, would you ever think he would be interested in supporting any of your dreams, desires, or ventures after y'all are married? So yeah, on one hand, he could say, you know what, yeah, this is the mother of my child and I don't want to see her go down like that. I'm gonna pay it, I'm gonna get it off my credit and try to keep my clearance. But then what if he doesn't have it? Should he be put in a position to sacrifice his job and the one source of financial stability that the child has? What exactly is he supposed to do, especially if this is something he didn't agree to? I do feel like the goal should always be to co-parent effectively. The child should always be the primary concern and interest between them. But I also do not think it's fair to say that this person has this endless obligation and you should have all access to be able to do anything you want to do with their name and credit because you share a child. If that's the case, what is the point of divorce? It doesn't make sense to me that after a marriage is over, you would have the expectation that, well, we got kids together, so I should still be able to use your name, your social security number, your credit, your accounts. I mean, anything I want to, that ain't right. And if the tables were turned, and Destiny had found out that LeBaric had gotten things in her name and had balances on her credit, it would be a drag fest on social media and a jailhouse rock party at the courthouse. I feel like it's almost a willful inconsideration of his interest in the matter. And don't get me wrong, I get it because he is a jerk and a jackass. I do not like that man, but not liking him does not justify it. It doesn't make it okay. And while I am absolutely rooting for Destiny because she is a single mother and I do want to see her win, this is just something I cannot co-sign. But that's it, that's all, child. I just didn't understand the conversation that I saw being had around the issue, and I wanted to offer my little 2 cents on a dollar worth of somebody else's business. So thank you so much for coming down here listening to me and letting me get it off my chest. Now I can go mind my own damn business and fix my own damn life. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you've not already. And in the meantime, until next time, just like every time, I love you and I mean it. Bye.